Hey, you know who knows that stuff better than anyone? Meteorologist Mike Seidel. He's down in Daytona Beach this morning and joins us now live. Mike, looks good, but as you know, we all do, things could change quickly.
Yeah, there will be as that low, that invest drifts towards the coast of northern Florida tonight and Monday morning. Right now, as you mentioned, a 50% chance odds of development. Another update from the Hurricane Center coming up within the hour before 8 a.m. Eastern. We'll see if they lower the odds as we go on through the next couple of days. But right now, the problem is we've got so much dry air and we have wind shear. So not a very conducive area for development. And you can see that on the satellite loop. You can see there's not a lot of convection out there. Most of it has been south and east of the center. We had a big flare-up the night before last and yesterday morning, that nocturnal flare-up. Last night, though, we had little, if any, flare-up. And we've had a few, like, pesky, literally 1 or 2 minute showers moving through Daytona Beach. The surf is up. We've got about 4 footers, 3 to 4 footers. Watch the rip currents. We do have the high risk north of here out of the JAX National Weather Service office for those beaches like Jacksonville Beach, Fernandina Beach. Sunrise coming up at 6:40 this morning. And we've got the crepuscular rays emanating from the sun, which is behind that bank of clouds. But otherwise, it's going to be another hot and steamy day here. We're already in the upper 70s, heading towards about 90 degrees. Chances of rain today are pretty low. If we get any showers and storms, they'd be this afternoon. But what's going to happen is once that low, the invest, by the way, they call it an invest. When they see an area of showers and storms that they're interested in, they'll designate it an invest. This one is 90L. The next one will be 91L. We go up to 99L in the Atlantic, then we drop back to 90L, which we've done this time. They designated an invest, and then the Hurricane Center will run the various hurricane model forecast, and it gives them a better idea. It doesn't necessarily mean that all invests become either a storm or a hurricane. That would be likely the case with this one. So once it moves onshore, by Monday, the winds are going to come more onshore from here, the southeast. So the rain chances will be higher here in the Space Coast, Daytona, and up towards the First Coast, up towards Jacksonville. Those rain chances will increase on Monday night, and Tuesday to about 50 or 60%. So it's going to be a beautiful day here. We'll keep an eye on 90L. Winds right now are northwest at about 5 to 6 miles an hour, basically coming right down the beach here. Yesterday they were more northeast. Now they're more north and northwest. And we'll watch it for you. But things are looking good for those of you who do not want any impacts from tropical weather. The bare minimum, meaning the rip current issue, and also an increase in some showers and thunderstorms, some gusty winds on the coast as that low, that invest approaches late tonight and into Monday. Reynolds, Molly?
Well, thank you, Mike. I think we're all jealous of that beautiful sunrise you have there on Daytona Beach.
And our meteorologist, Mike Seidel, is there live and joins us. And Mike, 90L is about 100 miles off to your east. What about vacationers there? People go on vacation, they kind of unplug. Do people know what could be forming just to the east of them?
Well, we've talked to a fair amount of folks on the beach this morning, and they're kind of aware. They're not overly concerned because they know what's out there. It's an invest. People are pretty savvy these days. It's an invest, and it's an invest because the Hurricane Center designated it that on Friday because they want to run those models. And I checked the hurricane model intensity forecast. And again, intensity forecasting isn't perfect by any means, but just about all of them keep this basically what it is. Maybe it becomes a depression. Dr. Postel mentioned the wind. It is basically coming down the beach right now, north and northwest. At the airport, 8 miles an hour. Out here is a little bit more, taking an edge off the heat. 81 right now, heat index 86. Tide is coming in, high tide in about 30 minutes. But already a lot of folks in the water, and the water temp 82, 83. Now, here's the deal today, rip current issues. The red flags will be flying here on Daytona Beach. And yesterday they had about 50 rescues. So again, keep in mind that this water is not safe. You've got to, even if you're a good swimmer, you can get caught in the rip. Couple of the lifeguards, watching for the rip currents today. So there you go. They're getting their exercise in, Paul. They hit the stands at 10:15. They'll be on duty and on guard until 6 o'clock tonight. Little chance of any rain until maybe late this afternoon and this evening. Again, on the beach, watch out for storms and lightning. Right now, the cumulus clouds are puffy, but they're not showing any real vertical development. Radar right now within range of, say, 100 miles is pretty clear here at Daytona Beach.
All right, enjoy the beach day on this Sunday. Thanks. Mike Seidel live on Daytona Beach, Florida. On the beach right now in Daytona. And Mike, you and your crew got there yesterday. So any difference in what's going on in the sky or even in the ocean yesterday compared to today?
Not much of a change. I was out on the beach last night around 7, and it was pretty frothy. Now, there is one difference in the wind direction and the speed. Now, last night it was northeast, so it was coming onshore and running about 15 to 18 miles an hour. Today, it is now almost parallel to the beach. The beach doesn't run north-south here, so these winds are north and north-northwest. That's about a 10 to 12 mile an hour wind. Certainly nothing very gusty. There's really no gustiness to the wind. Just a steady breeze out here, cutting some of the edge off the heat. Look at the surf, though. It's frothy. We've got 4 to 5 footers, and that really is the impact today. For many folks out here, it's a Sunday, Daytona Beach. There'll be folks out here driving on the beach already. The lifeguards out here, but we've got the surf and the rip currents. In fact, lifeguards are back up on their stands now. They'll be up on the stands till 6. You can see the red flag flying. So they're going to be keeping a close eye on bathers going into the surf. Yesterday, I was told they had at least 50 rescues. So that puts it in perspective. Even if there's not an official statement from the Weather Service locally from Melbourne, it doesn't mean there's not rip currents, and the water is all churned up, even though the wind has now moved parallel and offshore. So we're going to watch and see what 90L does. The Hurricane Center hurricane hunters are scheduled to go back out if necessary. We'll see if that mission comes to fruition out of Keesler and Biloxi, and see if they find convection wrapping around the center, but we haven't seen that so far. And you can see on the radar there are some rain showers off the Space Coast to our south and southeast, but they're rotating south and not our way. So for the foreseeable future out here on the beach, you can see it's just stunning. Temperatures will be up in the upper 80s today, and the heat index about 95. Water temp right now 83 degrees. So Paul, ideal beach day. Be careful of the rips, listen to the lifeguards, and watch out for any potential lightning from any storms that could pop up this afternoon here at Daytona.
That's Mike Seidel live on Daytona Beach. Great advice to stay where the lifeguards are. All right.